Hi, I'm Rob and it's Guild Wars War 6 and today is Yellow Day and we're up against Skid Row Reprisal. Let's take a look. Black Manacles, Dragonet, Slayer Ghost and Champion of Guard in Titan class. So their Black Manacles is going to be off to a 50% start. The hope for their team is they get the Devour. Deals 29 damage to all enemies with a 20% chance to devour a random enemy. Now we know how Guild Wars likes to make that 20% more like 90% sometimes in Guild Wars, so we need to try and stop that as quickly as possible, kill them off. We'll find a way of stopping it full stop. That is a dangerous troop indeed. Dragonet deals 30 damage to an enemy and inflicts 1 to 5 status effects. So we're going to have status effects, a chance to devour. Slayer Ghost is going to generate a load of skulls and deal damage, transforms skulls to doom skulls. And Champion of Guard is a tanky little troop, gains in this case 64 armor, and if there's 13 or more skulls, give double the armor. Then create a mix of 22 blue and red gems. All red allies gain 1 to all stats at the start of each turn, which is it's only itself. So I'm not going to use this team, this is just my sort of starting yellow team. Now a good way to defeat Black Manacles, you still accept the damage to all, but the main danger of that is the devour a random enemy. So I think I got a team set up for this somewhere. Yes, my yellow Impervious team. Impervious, you are immune to all status effects, which includes devour. So that's immune. We're in Monk class. You can have Fortitude in Monk class, which is also immune to devour. Arachian Weaver is immune to devour. And so is Voice of Orpheus. So basically, by picking this, all our team is already immune to those, that chance of devour, rather. And also because it gives those status effects from this troop, it means that we're not going to be affected by them either, which is really nice. Right, Slayer Ghost is therefore the main threat, dealing damage and transforming skulls to doom skulls. That can be a problem. And the damage to all, of course, maybe. So this is not too bad because we have the safety from the Devour, and this is going to entangle the troop at the same time, pull them to the front, keeps us safe from any skull hits, and deals triple skull damage versus entangled enemies. Rope Dart we can also use to deal really good damage, again does a similar thing to a Tannenbaum. In Monk class we're also going to gain 3 mana when matching 4 or more gems. We're going to freeze a random enemy at the start, cleanse ourselves on 4 or 5 matches, but we have another cleanse in the team as well. Fairy Fire a random enemy when an ally dies. Hopefully we won't need that. Probably can change that actually. Rock Solid, always fantastic. Gain a barrier when matching brown gems. Nature's Will, gain bonus green from green gem matches. So yeah, some really good things in Monk class. Arachian Weaver, fantastic troop. Webs all enemies, reducing their magic to 0. Deals true damage, and if one of them dies, explode 15 gems. Voice of Orpheus is mainly there for that cleanse. Cleanse all allies when matching yellow gems, while being immune to all status effects, devour, lycanthropy, and mana burn. So that is good. We'll just double check the banner on this is correct. +2 yellow, +1 purple, -1 brown. That is cool. Right, so no 50% start or anything on this, so I've got a Medal of Arnu and 2 times Nisha for this. Because we're okay regarding the cleanse side of things, hopefully. So let's go. Yellow, 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 yellow. And 4 matches are really good for our manager in this team. Can get brown that way, which I don't actually take, and then purple at the same time. Or that's even better. Give me blue, yellow. Yeah, blue and yellow is good for my Rope Dart. I think I might do that. Ooh, gave him a Impervious. See, it said Impervious then, so that basically means that that would have devoured. Normally when that effect comes on there and it says Impervious, it means that basically that devour was attempted. So yeah, team choice paid for itself already, basically. Black Manacles is ready to go again, so we're going to get them all tangled up. We're going to do triple damage now and say, get out of it, Black Manacles, enough of your malarkey. Who should we grab to the top? Someone else that's annoying. Should have done Champion of Guard, really, but it doesn't really matter. Should we look to get our Arachnian Weaver up? Take the green match first, of course. Would give them a skull hit, but they are entangled, so it's not going to do anything. Same as this. This is also going to give them a skull hit, but they are entangled, so unless they recover. We're okay. Alright, so let's grab him to the top now. He's entangled. Going to do this, but the top troop is entangled. Be unlucky if they recovered again from that entangled state ever so quickly again. Alright, so get lots of bonuses from this. +2 yellow, +1 green. Don't use that colour, but we'll take that anyway. Alright, don't really want to give him another skull hit if I can avoid it. Probably will get a summon with this though, when I kill the last two. I could get red and green at the same time. Oh! They got given another skull hit. Champion of Guard absorbs these pretty well, so we're gonna... Oh, I think we're about to lose it. He's gone. It's okay. We should get a summon back. 75% chance of a summon with a web spinner. That is the whole point of it. And let's just soften him up. Even with your high damage reduction, Champion of Guard, you can't withstand good old web spinner. That'll do. First win. Let's take a look at the points. And that was 3,208 Guild Wars points. Battle 2 is against Kowalski. Let's take a look. Emerald Tier, Queen Bee, Aquaticus, and King Gobtruffle. So dangerous team this. True damage, cleanse on a 4-match. Lots of generation of green and brown. King Gobtruffle obviously does damage to all as well. Creates green and brown. Gains an extra turn. So lots of damage in this team. The ability to have extra turns as well. Aquaticus, splash damage. Submerges all allies when matching 4 or more gems. So we can't hit them with damage to all. And this is going to give life and then create green gems boosted by enchanted allies. And they're in Frost Mage. So I am going to battle this team with a similar kind of tactic to them, but not with this one. This is not the correct team for this. And where is it? I think I've got one set up somewhere. Yeah. Right. The damage from Queen being King Gobtruffle we can counter by just getting a 4-match with Aquaticus. Submerge all allies when matching 4 or more gems. So if we get a 4-match, we'll be safe from that. As well as that, if we're in Elementalist class, we'll get that burn freeze, which is really important, stun and entangle a random enemy. So with 3 of their team using blue and green, basically if we stun any of these, if we freeze any of these, sorry, then basically it will stop them getting the extra turns with their Queen Bee or their King Gobtruffle. So I am going to definitely go with this team. And top troop, what's that there for? Starts battles with 50% mana and freezes an enemy. So yeah, this is like an anti-extra turn team in a way. So yeah, I might go with this. Rope Dart is there to eliminate all armor from an enemy, deal damage and pull them to first place. Elemental Force, of course. Snap Freeze, freeze a random enemy at the start of battle. So anybody but the hero, and they'll be frozen on effectively all the other troops because they use the same colours. Thunder Fist, Watery Binding, Rock Solid, Lightning Strike, Fortitude. Right, 20% starting mana. Yes. So no fast start on this for me. They get a 50% start on this in Frost Mage. I presume? Yes. But as long as I get a 4 match, we should be okay. Because we're going to stun, freeze, burn and entangle them. We're going to be submerged. And that is the main tactic. And if we don't get a 4 match, we can charge this up really quickly and get one of these 3 frozen. But I want the stun to stop her from cleansing. Right, that is the idea. Let's just check on the banner. +2 yellow plus... Yep, that's right. Right, let's have a go. Just give me a 4 match. That's all I ask. Well, at least we've frozen their Aquaticus, so that is a good thing. Now, the cool thing about this is, with my +2 yellow, means it's a single yellow match. Means my Panther is ready. My Snow Panther to freeze an enemy, get the extra freeze, but I want to get a 4 match. That is really important. Without giving them a 4 match, because then they get the cleanse. Did think about going with a Tian Yi team for this kind of opponent, because you can stun all affected enemies with that splash damage. Just want to make sure I take something which gives me benefit without giving them any chance of a 4 match. I'm just going to take my time over this first move a little bit. Can get yellow and brown that way, that's not too shabby. But, no, haha, mistake. If I'd taken that, that would have given them a 4 match on green. Would I explode a gem? No. Oh yeah, lightning strike. But that's a bit risky. It could explode this one over here and then I've given them a 4 match green. So for that reason I am going to take a different match. Right. I'm going to save that cast on that just in case they get cleansed anywhere else. That's kind of my insurance, if you know what I mean. I'll take this one now. That doesn't leave a 4 match, but they are going to generate some green. Could take this for my Aquaticus just to remove the green away. No one's enchanted, so I'm going to take this because if I remove that green with only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left, that'd be pretty lucky if they managed to get a 4 match out of this. But they didn't. Good. Right, so things are not too bad so far. She is still frozen. This will give me yellow and green, which is pretty cool. Don't think that's going to set them up for an extra turn anywhere. Okay. Nearly at a point where we can cast our rope dart. I think I want to take this one. Right, so rope dart is ready. Let's grab that annoying bee because she's nearly ready to cast. Astralis is still quite a long way from being ready. They're not likely to take brown themselves. Red is over there. I could cast that, but I don't want to generate a load of blue for them. Not much options regarding moves though. Not seeing much apart from this. 2 ways of taking this brown, this red over here. I think that's me lot. At least that means they only have to take that red, which is no good for them, unless this offers them something when I do this. Not too far off this one. We've got this red here, which nobody wants. And we've got a blue and a yellow here. So blue will get their B up. Yellow will get their weapon up, which is going to be ready up for the next round anyway because it's enchanted. So I'll take this blue, stop their rope dart getting it. Okay, that worked out again because they haven't been allowed any 4 matches so far. Right, they've recovered from the freeze. I'm going to take this first, because if we get a mana surge on this, my rope dart is ready. Oh, I don't do enough damage to finish him off. So, an unbelievable lack of 4 matches in this game so far. It's quite unreal. Right, so rope dart does get an extra turn, so I can do that. Does destroy a few gems as well, so you may get lucky. I am going to hit her with that because I need her nearly dead. Again, nothing regarding a 4 match, so I'm going to have to freeze her. Or freeze the colour. Let's chuck it on. Spiky. Did get the cleanse? Can't believe it's not a 4 match still. Double green for my Aquaticus. That must hit B, surely. Oh no, this uses green. Ah, new team, see? Didn't notice that was mana blocking her so much, and they've got the 4 match before me, which is relevant. Alright. Could try and get my Mistralis up. There's no brown available. I think I have to take that, really. Right, good. This is important. Really important. That is good. Feels like that was a rather important move. Now let's cast our rope dart first. Let's grab Gob Truffle face to the top. Go Mistralis. Extra turn with that. See if we get any other 4 matches anywhere. Nope. Quite a large chunk of life, wasn't it? That's quite a neat weapon, that. Alright, so let's not too worried about that anymore. So let's give them a good old wallop. Easy, tiger. Right, they're entangled. Don't mind him leaving him a skull hit now if that's required. Right, they're nearly gone. That way. Right, so rope dart is ready, but I want to get my other damage dealers up. They're going to be ready next round. That makes it 1 round quicker for Mistralis, so that's good. This might be enough if she gets excited enough. No, not quite. She's in a lazy mood. So let's grab... Yeah, let's just kill them off. And they are very nearly going to be done. Ah, it was a mere flesh wound. Maybe. Nearly done. Ah, there we go. Didn't want to let her burn to death. It seemed a bit cruel. There it is. A bit of a long one, that, but hey, we was denied all sorts of 4 matches at the beginning, and so was the enemy, but got there in the end. Tricky opponent. 1,320 Guild Wars points. Right, Battle 3 is against Mommy0420. and is a very dangerous team. Wow. Lord of Slaughter, 100% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. So very dangerous just on any skull match at all, and also creates 6 brown gems, then converts all brown gems to doom skulls, then inflicts bleeds and death marks on random enemies. But the trouble with this is, the natural defense to this normally would be to start with a root trap from various different classes, but you can't do that because Sister Superior starts with full mana. The AI does do this correctly and normally casts this absolutely straight away, cleansing all allies and removing that root trap. And then you have Fist of Zord, who also starts with full mana and converts all yellow gems to skulls. So you can see why that's very, very dangerous with the Lord of Slaughter having a 100% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. And Doom and Ball is backing things up with some heavy splash damage and stunning red enemies and cleansing the red allies. So, I'm not going to use this team for certain. Not sure if I've got a team set up for this kind of opponent. I think I might modify this one. Yes. Right, Divine Ishbala transforms red to skulls and green to yellow and enchants 2 random allies. All divines start with 40% mana and she uses purple, which is super relevant because we're going to counter their Fist of Zorn. That can start in a way where it's impossible to change it. Like if you've got a potential 4 match for them on the left hand side of the board and a potential match on the right hand side as well where they get an extra turn converting yellow to skulls, it does happen, then their Lord of Slaughter is going to go absolutely berserk and you're going to lose troops almost straight away. So we can counter this by bringing in Lamashtu. Lamashtu converts yellow to purple, which seems a bit wrong because it's yellow day, but better to remove them away and be safe than leave them there and have potential damage. So if there's no way of stopping that, we can absolutely do that, and I'm going to swap Mystralis for that. So Lamashtu converts yellow to purple and deals damage. We can do that immediately if there's a threat from those yellow to skulls. The yellow should feed into Divine Ishbala rather. Gets her up and ready to cast. And I'm just thinking about whether to change this 3rd troop or not. Do you like Divinia? But I want to summon. Just in case things go against me, I want to summon. So we'll put in summon in the search box. Have a look at our choices. Oh, that Phoenix. That Phoenix was a good one last time. I did like that. Yeah, this is not a bad choice. Choose one. Deal true damage to all enemies, which is good because Rope Dart effectively does true damage. Or summon 1 to 3 Vulfire Hunters. We'll pop that in. And if we overspill on purple, on Divine Ishbala, that will feed into Phoenix and also uses brown. But I also like this because it blesses and enchants a random ally when I match 4 or more gems. And starts battles with 25% mana anyway, but we'll get more than that because it's Divine and Divine Ishbala is there. So yeah, works out pretty good. Right, so this is the way I'm going to go against this here. But another good way to slow down the effect of their Lord of Slaughter, because 100% chance to ignore armor with skull damage, is to use impact. Now for this reason I'm going to change to Geomancer class. I'll show why. We get a 50% start with mana anyway, which is better than the 40% start would have got if we stayed in Priest class. We also reduce damage from skulls by 50%. But more importantly, we have impact. Inflict stun when enemies deal skull damage to me. Now we're also going to have a rock solid barrier. So basically, if they get that skull match, we can't avoid it, then it's not going to do any damage because I've got a barrier. And then they will be affected by that impact, which then takes away the traits. So it stops their basic, their Lord of Slaughter doing that major damage, so that all the traits be taken away, basically, so it becomes normal damage. Alright, so Anti-Magic Sphere, Tactician, yes, Rock Solid, yes, Tree of Knowledge, totally. Fortitude, right. Enough talking, let's get on with the battle. Let's just check this banner, +2 yellow, +1 red. I can probably do better than that, because I've set up for a different team. So what we got in plus that. Don't really want that. Ishbala is important. I'd rather have yellow and blue. Might roll with that first as a placeholder. That is technically good as well. No, but that's better. Right, I'm going to go with that. So blue, yellow and green. Right, double check. Yellow, 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 yellow. Their Fist of Zorn starts off in a way which is unavoidably good. We can take away the yellow. The first hit of their Lord of Slaughter is going to remove its traits. Right. We do some damage there, which is effectively true damage, and this is effectively, well, we've got the choice of true damage or a summon, so yeah, let's go. And of course, we've got the option with Divine Ishbala of changing those colours to skulls as well. Right, so let's have a look around. We've got 4 match here already on this blue if we take that away. Let's check for these first of all before I do anything else on the check-in side of things. A shame we couldn't make that purple drop down, because that would have been another 4 match blue. Yeah, but no way of making that drop down. So, let's check this. It's red. No, that doesn't make anything happen. Alright, so we need to check this. Yellow to skulls. Safe. Yeah, that's okay. In fact, that's going to set us up for a 4 match. This is where you can use these things to your advantage sometimes. Providing we don't adjust this lower half of the board, then hopefully we'll be okay. I've got a barrier already. I just want to make a move where I don't change this here or adjust this hardly at all. So for that reason, I might actually still take, oh, I don't know, I want to take this one. I do want to take this blue so my rope dart is ready. But that's going to make the red disappear as well. And that's changing the board a bit more than what I want. But my instinct is telling me to go for it. No, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to take this purple and adjust the board as little as possible. Right, there you go. That didn't do what I thought. What was I looking at? Was I thinking of a different colour? Well, that wasn't very good, was it? What on earth was I thinking of? Anyway, it's done. Right, so I don't mind giving him that skull hit. It's more important for me to get my rope dart up. But I can get a 4 match here, I think. If I take this skull hit. No, it doesn't work out. What I shall do in that case. I want to get my rope dart up no matter what, so I think I will. Okay, they got a double hit there, but as you see, he lost his traits. He got stunned, so unaffected by that to a large degree. So who is dangerous now? Let's grab their hero to the top. That's going to sort them out. They're going to be dead, and we get an extra turn at the same time. Lord of Slaughter is still stunned. Everybody's enchanted. Got an option with the mash too. There's lots of yellow and colours here now, so we can go for this. This is going to be a lot of mana for our rope dart. Let's see if we get any lucky skull drops. Not that time, but this will be a nice skull hit. And another one. Still got to be careful of this. This is not to be underestimated when there's lots of yellow everywhere. Red to Skulls is great for Ishbala. What I could do now, all these skulls are everywhere, is actually pull the dangerous Zorn face to the top. Right, it doesn't quite make a 4 match. He's brown. This does though. That was a nice hit. Right, so that's going to be their Lord of Slaughter sorted out. See you later, mate. Not Lord of Slaughter, Fist of Zorn. She got impacted. Now it's us against the Sister Superior. Done. Bit slow going in the middle. Apologies for that, but I'm not actually feeling too great at the moment. I've got a bit of a cold winding me up and it's affecting things slightly. Anyway, let's have a look at the points for that. That was 1,503 points. So, Battle 4, we're up against Ilmarion. Secret Darkwood, the Spider Throne. Oh, this is really similar to the team I had in my Rob Slayer battle. This is a mad coincidence. Rob Slayer battle was the video I uploaded earlier today. That's actually why this video is much later than normal, because that is a paid for part of my memberships, the Rob Slayer stuff. So it took priority regarding what was the first video of the day uploaded. But we have Secret Darkwood dealing damage to the enemy. An enemy then create 3 purple gems boosted by elf allies, which is going to be an awful lot of purple because this is an all-elf team. The Spider Throne is super dangerous. Starts battles with full mana, converts all brown to web gems. Web gems are purple, so hard to counter that. And that's going to have a double effect of feeding Secret and webbing our team, which is going to be a problem because that reduces your magic to 0. And it's also going to feed their life and death, which you probably know deals an awful lot of damage, true damage to the last 2 enemies, stealing life and death marking them at the same time. Wow. And King Avalorn gives all elves a 50% start with mana, does damage to all, and has a summon. So I am definitely not using this team. Let's double check that there's no freeze on this. I don't think there is. You start entangled, but that's skull damage, so I'm not actually too concerned about that. So, shall we have a Chalcedony versus Secret Darkwood? Whoever gets going first, really, he'll win this. They're both bad and mana generators. Chalcedony for brown, Secret for purple. But I'm going to modify this team slightly, I think. There's no freeze in this right now. There's 2 ways to do it. You can either sacrifice 1 construct troop. You're going to basically loop less, but you are guaranteed a freeze in something like Frost Mage. You'll loop less, but you're going to guarantee the freeze, and the freeze is basically what it's all about. But is there another way to go about it? Let's just have a quick look. Want yellow. Want freeze. No, it's no good because it creates blue gems, so that's no good. The other way you can go about it is to type in the upgrade, which is frozen. Frozen is the same as freeze. Type in frozen, and we have more choices. Icy Glaive. Remove all red gems, deal damage to an enemy, to a random enemy. That's no good. Needs to be an enemy I can target. Right, I don't really like any of these weapons for this. That curses them. Secondly, well, freeze them straight away because it's part of the spell. That's why it's cool. Burns them and freezes them at the same time. You don't know if you want to be hot or cold. It's a bit nuts. Freeze the first enemy. So if we get that charged up and we cast that, Secret will be frozen. There's no cleanse in this team, in their team. So there's a way to go. We have 50% start on mana. So all we need is to get blue charged to get that rocking and rolling. That's a 7. 7 mana requirement after we take our 50% start. So I'm going to chuck that in there actually. Right, I think I might go with this. So basically, now if we get a nice start on brown or yellow, we can start looping with Charles Donny. Because she starts with 50% mana. Because she's a construct. Failing that, if we can get a blue, we need a +1 blue benefit to this to make this work. If we get a mana surge on blue, we'll be ready to cast with that as well. And then just freeze that top troop, and that is what it's all about. Alternatively, you can actually go to something guaranteed like Frost Mage. That's freeze a random enemy, so no good. No, so yeah, this is the right choice. Right, just got to adjust the banner now. Make sure we've got the right banner. Want +1 blue. And the rest brown or yellow. So let's look at brown first. Nope. Oh, close, but not quite. Right, so nothing doing there really. Don't really want it the other way around. Ah, perfect. Perfect. So lots of yellow. If we get an extra blue and mana surge on that, we'll freeze the enemy. And if we get any start on blue, on brown or yellow straight away, we can start looping with Charles Donny. Right, I think I'm ready after a fashion. Construct, 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 construct. Banner's done, glass is done. They don't have any traits on us, so we are gonna... Oh, they could web, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna just make sure of this. This is very dangerous. If this team gets going first, we are done for. Triple Orpheus, that'll do. Right. Let's go. Yellow, 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 yellow. To battle. And pray for a good start, because that's literally what it's all about. Right. Don't care about the entangle. Have we got yellow? One lot of yellow. But I've really got to check this. Brown to web. So if she gets going first and we're webbed, we are in Painville. And you don't want to be in Painville. Tricky start. Now this is the only one. This way, or this way, I can really do. We're going to give them a skull bash if we do that. At the same time. But it does mess up their web gems. They've got it up the top though. Right, the basis they've got it up the top as well. I may as well go for it with my Charles Donny. I'm tempted to take this, because if a brown drops there, it's going to be an extra turn. They're going to get charged up with their web gems anyway. They say I can't stop both of these at the same time. May as well roll the dice, see if I can make something happen. But this gives me purple and yellow at the same time. This is probably better. At least we're disrupting some of that. I think I need to do that. I didn't cast it. Happy days. Right. First Charles Donny is up. There's a reasonable amount of brown there. The trouble is there's a purple storm going. So this can mess up and my weapon is not ready yet. So I have to hope that we loop. If we don't loop here, we could be dead. Phew. Phew. Right, now, I could cast Charleston again, but the danger is if that doesn't work... Oh, they've got this charged up still. God, this is a dangerous team. This really is. I like it. Because I did want to cast this. Get Secret Frozen. Because that was the idea. But the trouble is, they got this. If they cast that and get Secret charged again, well, their life and death is not too bad, really. That first cast for me was not great on the brown. I need to freeze Secret. I do. I do. Secret needs to be frozen. The end. Right, cool. Right, now she needs to be taken out first, I think. That's the main threat. Sometimes you can't fight fire with fire, you have to fight fire with cheese. This is what we must do. Don't want this thing webbing my team. So hopefully we'll loop for long enough to get rid of Avalon at the bottom before... No! That happens. But hopefully we'll be alright because we've got another chance to do this now. Oh, that was lovely about the skull. See that? It's a thing of loveliness. See if there's any skull drops anywhere we can benefit from. While taking a 4-match at the same time. Nope. Sim gone. Now their life and death is exposed. And will die. Bit of a build up to that one, but that was a very hard team to counter. Really was tricky. Minotaur, you're going to have to wait, pal. 1,638 Guild Wars points. Right, the last battle is against Ninja Yoda 24, the Paragon. If there's 2, maybe 3 things you don't want, it's a Paragon that's a Yoda and a Ninja at the same time. Potentially horrifying. Elementalist class, Rope Dart, Queen Bee, Mirage Queen and Mercy. Mirage Queen giving all elementals a 50% start, which is their hero. So their Rope Dart could get charged up really, really quick here. Because Mercy starts battles with full mana, gives life to the weakest ally, and then transforms purple to yellow with a cleanse. So, as I explained before, no point putting an entangle on that troop. It's not going to work. So we could do with some freezy stuff, some stunny stuff, or we can just try and just get going before they do and loop them to death. Queen Bee is not going to get going straight away unless they're really, really lucky. If there's yellow there, we can take it because we want it to. If there's blue there, we can take it with this and freeze them and keep the loop going. Yeah, I'm going to roll with this thing. I mean, you can do something like, not that one. Where is it? Like that one, because Labash 2 converts yellow to purple. And that would charge up your Divinia, but there's no... I mean, I could swap this for something that freezes. No, my gut feel was to say go with this one. Just fight fire with cheese. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right, let's go. Pressed it. Not hanging around anymore. Feels like a long one today. This Guild Wars. That is a golden start on yellow for us. Got the 3 times Orpheus on. Try and shake off that freeze nice and early. But you are relying on that, and I'm going to have to get freeze on them as well. Pretty sharpish like. It's only 63% chance of that. Right, so Charleston is ready, but we are frozen. My son is nearly dead. 63% chance of an extra turn. But I'm going to do that just to get the freeze on somebody. Right, not too bad. Come on, Orpheus medals. No. Come on. Right. It's who do we? Oh, who's the worst? They're both annoying, aren't they? Crikey. Absolutely do that. Even. Oh no! Oh, that was a terrible mistake from me then. It really was. Concentrate, as Yoda would say. Just keep on looping. Just want to take that B out of it. And we will be good. Right, the main threat is done. It's quite good that it was our sun that got attacked because it was only yellow, so we're only frozen on yellow, so that's why we're looping on brown still. And this will be a victory. Alright, so I'm just going to finish off, not going to even bother casting anybody else. Unless I see a really obvious 4 match. So a lot of really good, dangerous teams today. Really, really good. That was a challenging day. But pulled through with a 5-0. But yeah, some excellent defences there. So Skid Row Reprisal, absolutely thumbs up to you. That was 5 of the best defence teams I've fought against for a long time. So points for the day, 9,409. So not too bad. Slightly low, but better to get a slightly lower than normal score than to actually try and fight those teams in a different way, get absolutely annihilated, and then have, like, seriously less points. But there it is. There's a video. If you enjoyed it, bash that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.